Welcome back. I'm Sam Hedden. Christopher D. Schmitz is a local author who writes a successful science fiction series that you can find on Amazon. We had a chance to catch up with him at Crypticon.
Okay, I'm here with Christopher Schmitz, who is an author of books and is impeccably dressed as the Great Wolverine. There you go. And oh my gosh, there's the, what do they call that? Titanium? No.
Adamantium.
Adamantium, of course. But you are also a great author of books, and you have written Decker's Dozen, which appears to be a series.
Decker's Dozen series. I have a series called The Caicos Realm, and I have a series called The Wolves of the Tesseract. Those are my three main series right now. I write a lot of books.
Okay. And where are you based out of?
Minnesota.
Okay, whereabouts?
In the rural area. I'm over by Marshall on the southwestern corner of the state.
Wow, so you're like cranking these books out kind of in a rural area of Minnesota. And briefly, what is the Wolf Tesseract? What is...
All right, I can do a super fast nutshell description because I catch a lot of the elevator pitch, right? Think female Percy Jackson in Werewolves versus Cthulhu.
Okay.
My Decker's Dozen series, if you're a big fan of like Firefly or Cowboy Bebop.
Hell yes.
Yeah, so the Magnificent Seven in Space Vibe, that's these guys. Book 3 is coming out in February. The Caicos Realm is, it's mythologic fantasy, high fantasy. Maybe Game of Thrones meets Narnia.
Okay.
Obviously, it's not those things, but yeah. Yeah, I tend to write in that PG-13 zone. I'm not a big fan of.
Oh, that is how you write.
That is how I write. I think the perfect like romance level in a book is The Empire Strikes Back, Han and Leia stealing a kiss in the back of the Millennium Falcon. So when I get parents, the kids are picking up like, that sounds awesome. They're like, I'm like, don't worry, it's Game of Thrones without the incest. So
have you optioned any of this stuff for any other things, film or TV or
the things on the table right now? No, I have a book dropping at Gen Con next year. TSR launched Dungeons and Dragons. They had some other side projects, and I was sitting at a booth. It's called SFR. It's a company that bought Dragon Dice, which was the game of the year back in the mid-'90s. They're still around. They're still going. I've been in talks with SFR now for a while, and at Gen Con next year, they're relaunching some of their fiction lines. And I have the first book in what's likely to be a trilogy, going to be dropping at Gen Con. It'll be called The Ashes of Ilushirai. It's kind of your classic sword and sorcery, very Forgotten Realms-like, and I'm pretty stoked for that.
How's the Crypticon going for you?
Pretty good. This is my third year here. Okay. It's a different weekend, so I've got to make sure that in the future the weekend's going to work for me. But like I'm coming off of like a 12 weekends in a row at events.
Oh, you
so
have?
I do this a lot. It's a lot of fun. I love hanging out with the people, meeting new fans.
Does this take you all over the country or in the 5-state area? Or?
Mostly regional, but I do get out some as well. Like Gen Con, I was down in Kansas City at Planet Comic Con real recently as well. I guess that was kind of the start to this long stint, but and then do some other larger cons as well. So I get out and about, and I'm doing more and more of it as
you seem like a natural for GalaxyCon, which is coming up in November.
GalaxyCon?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm excited for it.
So cool. Well, thank you very much for talking to me, Christopher.
Excellent. Thanks.
If you're looking for a fantastic science fiction series that's family friendly, now you know where to go. I'm Sam Hedden with producer Andy Watson, and now you know Christopher D. Schmitz.
Or you can do it your way first, and then you can do it my way.
Shut up.